Hello all. This is YouTube video update for June. What's today's date? June 16th. I know I'm delayed. This is supposed to be for June 11th, but this week has totally flown by for me. So this is, even though I'm doing this on the 16th of June 2016, this is YouTube video update for June 11th, 2016. This week it has been totally really stupid with politics. They're trying so fucking hard to bury Donald Trump when the government itself should be buried, because there's so much shit going on in the government that you really can't help but to really laugh at it. They're trying to bury Donald Trump so much. They're not even making the initiative to bury Hillary. Why? Because they are the ones who are putting her in office. That's the reality of it. It is the media itself is becoming so obsessed with the election that it is literally becoming. I'll give you a very, very small example, okay? This may sound stupid to some of you, but it's actually what was done when I was in high school. I had an English teacher in high school that was literally obsessive over his routines in school, mainly over his materials. So every single time when we went to class every day, the English, he would always have this thing where he would go, you got your pencil, your pen, and your ruler. Not ruler, as in R-U-L-E-R, ruler, W-U-L-A-H. It was Mr. Luisi, okay, at the Oceanside High School in New York, here, okay. He was totally obsessive over his school supplies. So every single time he went into school, he would go, you got your pencil, your pen, and your ruler, okay? You got your pencil, your pen, your pencil, your pen. Listen to me. Excuse me. Listen to me. Guys, I know you're listening. You gotta listen. You got your pencil, your pen, and your ruler, okay? You can't pass this class unless you have all your things. Meantime, every day, 3/4 of the class was based on that. How does this pertain to politics? The media itself does not want you thinking about anything else except this fucking election. They want you to think Americans, 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 Americans are angry, Americans are this, Americans that, Americans this, Americans that, Americans this. We want to know what the Americans think. We want to know what the Americans think that. Americans, 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 Americans. Damn it, I'm human. Okay? Stop compulsively labeling me an American. I'm not an American. I am a white male human. I will not put myself in the same exact context as an American. It goes for anyone else. There's 250 people in this country. Not 250. 250 million people in this country, not counting the illegals. With the illegals for this past decade, there are 300 to 400, maybe even 500 million people in this country. Take all the illegals off, there's only 250 million people in this country. There's 250 million people who are being compulsively labeled as nothing but Americans by the media. They want you thinking of nothing but the election, the election, the election, the election. I gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta figure out what the election is. I have to go take a dump, okay? I gotta go to the bathroom. No, you gotta find out what's going on in the election. Who gives a shit what goes on in the election anymore? I mean, the reality of it is, there's a lot more important things to worry about than some fucked up election where we know that Hillary, the Adolf Hitler of the country, is going to be put in office, okay? She's going to be put there. I don't care what anyone else says. I know the facts. Hillary is going to be inaugurated through bureaucracy in the next year. Why? Because the government wants her in office. Obama wants her in office. That's the reality of this whole thing. There are a lot of liberals in this country, too, that want her in office. Why? Do they even know? I mean, literally, do the liberals know why they want her in office? They probably don't. You got these audience members in the back of her. They will cheer her on no matter what. We want human rights, yay! Male rights, yay! Female rights, yay! Gay rights, yay! Pedophile rights, yay! Wait, what? That's how much they pay attention to what they're actually cheering for. They don't know what the hell they're cheering for half the time. We want murderers' rights, the freedom of doing whatever they... What? No! We don't want murderers walking all over the place doing whatever the hell they want. But Hillary wants the illegal terrorists coming in without Obama saying it's radical Islam. They want them to come in the country because of the illegal vote. I tell you what, Bin Laden, I'll bring you in here and I'll save your ass if you give me that one illegal vote. Oh, sure. Now we gotta play a storyline. No, we gotta knock him off now. So, the media is getting so obsessive. They must eat, sleep, shit, cry, swallow, talk, and whatever you name it. They do it with the election frame of mind. They do it totally... Nothing else exists. Okay? You have a child? They don't care. They want you to know. They want you to check out the polls for who's winning. Doesn't matter who's winning anymore, because the whole entire election is a setup. Now all of a sudden we got this thing with the gorilla in the zoo. The woman is bringing charges up against the zoo because it wasn't safe enough. Really? How about we bring charges up against the nigger for letting her son go into the cage without permission, for not paying attention to him, and causing a very extremely rare gorilla to get killed and murdered. That's the thing that I get ticked off at, because all it is a negligent woman who let her son do whatever the hell they felt like it, and it caused an extremely rare gorilla to be shot. Now, if you really want to think about that whole thing, I think that everyone shot the poor thing before thinking. Because they probably reacted before they even thought about it. So I'd actually bring criminal charges up against the woman for making the poor thing get shot. That's what I'd do. You're going to prison, honey. That gorilla is probably extremely expensive. I mean, not to mention the, what was I thinking? The legal fees that you have to have, the insurance for it. I mean, that thing is probably going to cost a fortune. So now now they have to deal with the Humane Society, because the Humane Society just doesn't deal with cats and dogs. You got to be dealing with regular jungle animals. I mean, literally. Monkeys, gorillas, apes, they're all part of the Humane Society. They're all animals. So there's a lot of shit going on there that they have to make up for. As far as other things go, the courtroom judge thing with Donald Trump, with this senator judge, the one who's claiming, he's being racist. Now I'm bringing charges up against Donald Trump because he said something that was offensive to me. Damn it! Shit! Come on already! You actually think you're gonna make shit up like that to try to discredit him because you personally, a liberal judge, found something offensive. Oh my God. It's 2012. Tragedy. Shit. We said something that was offensive to me only because the judge is a Mexican and he doesn't like what Donald Trump said. The poor little judge is a Mexican, so now Donald Trump said something that was extremely offensive by saying we can't let all the illegals in. Big fucking deal. Like Hillary said, what difference does it make? Come on already. Shit. Everything offends liberals these days. Everything. You say something, the boy went down the road. That's not offensive. The boy went down the road. Oh shit, I said in the wrong context. It's offending a liberal. Damn it, scratch my ass and take me to the fucking candy store. Shit. Good grief. Oh, I called the liberals stupid. They find that offensive. Damn it, is there anything they don't find offensive? Jeez. Good grief. Well, my hat's off to Donald Trump because he's lasting this long and he's... My hat's off to him. Because if that were me, I would have gotten disqualified from the election just by telling everyone to go fuck themselves. I mean, jeez. I find that very racist. Why? Because a nigger doesn't like it? You're disqualified because you said something racist. Well, so I'm sorry, Joy fucking Behar. I'm sorry, Whoopi fucking Goldberg. Oh, you're only saying that because I'm black. No, I'm saying that because you're a fucking nigger who doesn't know how to shut the hell up. He said nigger. We have to disqualify him because he doesn't want a nigger in office. Yeah, I don't want a nigger in office. I want Nelson Mandela in office because obviously as a black man, he wanted to integrate everyone. Good grief. Shit. Martin Luther King wanted to integrate everyone. And guess what I got him? Good grief. I know I'm getting a little enthusiastic about it, but it just goes to show you the kind of frame of mind these idiots have. I mean, they're all... Like my mother said one time, she thinks everyone's really cracking. I mean, seriously, cracking. We're not talking like cracking, like taking drugs. We're talking going nuts, losing it. And I actually, yeah, that's a fact. Everyone on earth here is losing it, except for the few educated ones. Everyone is losing it. Because everyone goes by nothing but facts. I mean, not facts. Opinions, fantasy facades. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about this? Damn it, I don't have to think about it. I think it was Tuesday on Fox and Friends in the Morning. After 15 interpretations, 15 reinterpretations, 15 analyzations, 15 interpretations of one analyzation, a reinterpretation of someone else's interpretation of someone else's reanalyzation about another interpretation of someone else's reinterpretation, they decided to ask Rudolph Giuliani, former mayor of Manhattan, New York City, same fucking place. As much as I love New York, okay? Same place. They asked Rudy Giuliani, what are your thoughts on this whole... this gay club shooting, the one that just happened like 5 days ago. This Muslim fanatic idiot who claimed temporary insanity because he was ill. Yeah, everyone's ill these days. Just because, and then they're claiming, oh, well, he shot 50 people because he saw 2 guys kissing. Okay, 2 guys kissing, 2 women kissing. That is immoral. Okay? It is immoral. That is sinful. Literally, it is sinful. It is not morally right. But I'm not going to go sit there and shoot 50 people because, oh my God, I just saw 2 guys kissing. If I see 2 guys kissing, I'll look the other way I wait until they're done, and I go back to what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit there and shoot 50 people because, oh, God. Shit. I just want you guys kissing. It's totally gross. You turn away. Yes, I'm not against gays. Yes, they do have a hormone imbalance. They're not rotten people, okay? They're not dangerous. They're not idiots. They are just people who have a hormone deformity. It doesn't make them any less of a person, okay? They just have a hormone unbalance. A male, you're genetically male, but you have female hormones, which makes you attracted to other men. I have nothing against gays. But I do, even though, yes, I do have something against two guys kissing, two girls getting married, yes, I would ban that. Because marriage is between man and woman. But I'm not going to sit there and murder 50 people because I see two guys, two girls kissing. I don't approve of it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I am against it, but I'm just going to turn away. Wait until they're done, and that's what gay bars are made for. The gay clubs are made for that. Okay? You get a whole bunch of gay people, they go there, they do their thing, the whole thing. Okay? Yes, their genetic hormone makeup is not normal, but I still would not shoot 50 people just because I see two guys and two girls kissing. No. That's murder. That's sinful. No. It is the fucked up interpretation of Islam that made this guy shoot 50 people. Yes, there are good Muslims out there. Okay? There are good Muslims out there. Same way there are messed up Catholics who molest children, and there are good Catholics. I'm not scared to admit that. Yeah, I am totally willing to admit. And I do make jokes. The only reason why half the time they don't have kids up there is because they're doing altar serving, and they have all adults going doing altar serving, is because they're going through too many lawsuits of having the priests playing with the kids. I do jokes like that sometimes. But there are a lot of corrupt Catholic priests. The same way there are a lot of corrupt, fanatical Islam Muslims. And there are also some good Catholic priests and good Islams. Okay? But I'm not going to sit there and shoot 50 people. I'm not going to sit there and shoot 50 people just because, let's see, I can use an example. I'm not going to sit there and shoot 50 people just because a priest commits fraud and raises money under false pretenses. Come on already. So the whole week has been totally stupid. And this alligator, I really do have a lot of sympathy for this poor 2-year-old. The one that got killed by the alligator. That is extremely unfortunate, I'd have to honestly say. But something tells me that what is the kid doing hanging out in the water being unsupervised without being watched? Why aren't the parents watching their child? If I had a 2-year-old, I'd be watching that thing like you watch a regular TV show. You don't take your eyes off of a good plot. Same way you don't take your eyes off of a child. You just don't do that. Especially in water. I don't care if it's a regular river. You don't take your eyes off that child. I'm going to go on to anti-social media for June 11th. I have a serious context on there, so you're going to want to listen to that. It deals with pedophiles and predators and the criminals on social media. But I'm going to go there, and I will see you in part 2.